Yo, what up? Welcome to the stream. Wait, is something wrong? Hold on. Yo. So we're gonna rank every Directional Shard in Bloodstained. Just give me a moment to start up the game. And then we'll begin shortly. I apologize for actually not starting it in advance, like last time. Hope you'll forgive me for that. Oh well, First I would like to thank my sponsor, Raid Shady Legends. They're the shadiest mobile game around. Yeah, it's only free to sign up except for all the microtransactions, which cost thousands. Right, so anyway, that's out of the way. Yeah, I have to do that for the lulz. Just a little joke to get started, man. Alright, now. Just waiting for it to load. Come on. No. Hopefully I'll have the shards on this account. Yes, I do have another one. Those times take a while. Right now. More loading times, come on. Come on, I really want to get into it, man. Alright, we're going to the Garden of Silence first, so I can test it out. Sorry, I got there first before I started the stream, huh? Oh, I hope you'll forgive me. It won't take me long to get started, though. The first one I want to start is, hey, Sora, what's up? Hey, now. Alright, the first one I want to start with is... for Summon Bloom Pharma. Run.
Answer my call! Come!
Oh yeah.
Answer my call! Come!
This one is pretty godtier against
Answer
the
my
day,
call!
right?
Answer my
Because
call!
it's such a round little arena.
Come!
Just bounce around. You just bounce around and hit them up. You're not the most accurate, but in an enclosed space, like an enclosed round space,
Come! Go! Answer my
spam
call!
out really quickly. How many can I spam out?
Go! Come! There!
Well, I can spam out a bunch of them, man. Look at all that pork, man. Since you get that. Oh, that sounds like a lovely game. Good luck on that, Sora. Well, Bloom Pharma, well, in enclosed site spaces and round chambers like with King Vale, it's really good. Aside from that, it might not be the best. Requires a bit of aim.
Go! Answer my
You know, they
call!
bounce around, they hit stuff, they deal strike damage. They're not bad. They're a bit more situational to use, but against King Vale, they're pretty god tier, I think. Alright, Reflector Ray, you know what this does. It's not really an offensive shard to be sick. But you know, you can do that. Of course, it bounces off of reflective panels. Oh wow, you can attack enemies with it.
Yeah!
You can kind of attack enemies with it. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend using this for offense. More for puzzle solving and environmental stuff, which it's pretty good at. And for getting through tight spaces and... yeah, you can bounce off walls like that. I got the range max out on it, obviously. Not really offensive, but more for puzzles. Alright, next one, Aqua Stream. This one is infinite while you're underwater. Sadly, I'm not really underwater right now. Yes, it's pretty good on this. Look at that, it's striking lots of times, doing lots of damage. Excellent. Could be a bit, could have a bit more range, but that DPS is pretty good. Not bad at short range. Ship would work a lot better at not bad. Actually, I like this one a lot. Of course, underwater, it's infinite. And of course, it's also another one that solves puzzles for you. But this one actually has offensive purpose. Yeah, underwater, this is infinite empty. You can use this infinitely, by the way, and you use it to move around. You get it from the deep sea, you get it from a random enemy that you have to kill, and you have to maybe get the shard. They give you a little quest to beat up like 6 of them. Yeah. Those spells remind me of Shaman King Metroidvania for Game Boy Advance. Oh yeah, that's because Konami worked on Shaman King for that. And they made it sort of like Aria of Sorrow, as I recall. Next one is Dimension Shift. Yeah, this one's just for puzzles, it's not really offensive. Yeah, it doesn't...
Dimension shift!
As you can see, it's not offensive whatsoever.
Dimension shift!
You can use it to quickly warp away.
Dimension shift!
You have a slight invincibility frame. It can get you... and go through walls and stuff. Yeah, it can go through... thin walls, but it's really more for puzzles, not offense. You get that from Creamery, of course. Oh yeah, Inferno Breath. Yeah, there we go. Wow, this one's actually really good. Yeah, did you know that the people who worked on Aro worked on the Shaman King, one game. Pretty weird, huh? Yeah, look at that fire. I'd say this one is pretty good. You only get one without New Game Plus, though. Wow, yes, it's really good. Actually, if you were to do New Game Plus, I imagine this one would be even better. Yeah, I like that DPS on that. That one is excellent. And keep in mind, that's only at grade 1. The only way to get to grade 2 is to do New Game Plus. Alright, let's do another one that you get from a boss, Hammer Knuckle. Oh, coming out it's really strong. Oh, unfortunately it only damages coming out. But look at that big area that it covers, man. Yeah, you got so many good 3D platforms? Yeah, it does. It sure does. Of course, one of my favorite things on the Game Boy Advance is Golden Sun. And Earth's going in, coming out. Not really that... It's not quite as good as Inferno Breath, honestly. I mean, the area it covers is pretty nice, though. Yeah, I ranked it pretty low, though. Alright, Gold Bullet, I've never done this. This one costs money to use. Yeah, it shoots out a little coin. That bounces around. It's sort of like Belfor's attack that it uses. Oh, they don't bounce around that much. Oh, you can charge it too. And rank this pretty low. Not really that good, plus it costs money to use that. Why would you use an attack that costs money that's mediocre when you could use something that just costs MP that's way better, man? Ooh, Flame Cannon. This one, I'm told, is pretty good. And as you can see, that's what it does. Oh yeah. And you can hit several times with that. Well, was it got to your dungeons like the lighthouses? Yes, it was. And all sorts of puzzles, too. Of course, Flame Cannon did get nerfed in a couple of updates, so it does less damage than it used to. As you can see, it's pretty easy to use. And it's not a pretty good starter one. I like that I can hit several times in a row. There we go. And there's better ones, but look, the cost is 18, that's pretty good. And Cerulean Splash was surprisingly pretty good. So I'd say that's pretty good for starting. Alright, let's check out Bone Toss. Look at this. It shoots bones. It's sort of like the skeleton from Aria of Sorrow. You remember the skeleton from Aria and Dawn of Sorrow? Yeah, in Dawn of Sorrow, you could shoot like a giant bone if you got it cranked up, man. Yeah, it's sort of like Dawn of Sorrow. Of course, I already said that. Now, there sure is lots of blood with it. That's weird. How's it good against the boss? And about a little less damage than a Flame Cannon, to be honest. Plus, it costs more than a Flame Cannon. Yeah, for throwing it out against armored enemies, it's pretty good, since it does direct damage, I believe. Alright, true arrow time. Oh yeah. Look at that, it can hit multiple times, I like that. It all depends on your facing, though. Yeah, that's not too bad. It did a lot more damage. But if you're close up to an enemy, you're gonna hit them quite a bit. How effective is this against the mobs, though? Oh, it hits in a big wide area, so I'd say that's not bad. Look at that. How much is this cost, by the way? 30? Yeah, so it's better than Bone Toss, at least. Release Toad! Alright, we gotta check this one out. As you can see, it sends out toads. They sort of do whatever they want. They don't turn around, do they? Yeah, they do turn around. I really wouldn't use this against boss unless it's Alfred. It's pretty good against Alfred. I finally beat Etrian Odyssey 2. Ooh. Final boss was very disappointing compared to Etrian Odyssey 5 and 4. Agreed. Etrian Odyssey Untold can be difficult, depending on what's set. I prefer Untold 1 and 2, to be honest. If they release Untold 3, if they release more Untold games, man. But look at this. Frogs hop and toads hop up and down. They eat everything up in their path. Obviously, they sort of do their own thing, though. They don't really peck enemies, but any enemy that's touching them will take damage. So it just sends out a big hitbox, man. That's really good. Like that. Like that, it's just a massive hitbox that just bounces around. Bad. And you get stuff in the air, too. Chaser Arrow. I mean, why use True Arrow when you could use Chaser Arrow? It does the same thing, but better. It costs 30, True Arrow costs 30. This is just a straight upgrade of True Arrow, man. Look at it. Not bad. see how it goes against Mr. Belmont. Against zombified Belmont here. Type of weird down payment game, huh? Come on, take that. True Arrows might be improvement over True Arrow. Gotta kill him with it. It's a lot better than True Arrow, and it costs the same thing. I'd say that's pretty good. Directed Shield. Now this is one we gotta see, but see it up against the boss. I think you see it doesn't do a lot of damage right away. But the important thing is the guarding. That guarding is pretty good. The fact that it can guard against an attack is pretty good. And obviously it won't start as big as this. It's not very offensive, by the way. But yeah, the most important thing is the defense it offers you, which is really good. The other thing that offers you defense is the Beast Guardian, which is this. So you can still attack while using that. Now that compares to this.
Yeah!
You can't attack while using this. Jump around, apparently. I like the defense it offers you, though. That is really good. I like that. Pretty good on defense, not so much offense. Radical Grinder, another one that's a lot of people's personal favorites, and I don't blame them. I mean, look at that. How many times we hit him? We pop 30 per second. We get this very early. Get it off the Bloodstained Knight. Okay, that's not bad. Wow, it's quite powerful, too. By the way, gotta go for now. Okay, goodbye, Sora. Good luck with your games, man. It's not bad. I like that you can pull it to go wherever you want. You know, I'm starting to see why everybody recommends this one, man. Really good. You can go wherever you want, flash things away. Really good. Alright, we're gonna get into a status one. Oops, I forgot I had that on. Hold on, I'll just use that real quick. As you can see, it's not effective against certain enemies. And what this does is it slows down enemies. I mean, why? But where I'm at is, why would you use that when you can just? Wow, it really affects the death animation. It's really weird. You know, just because it lags out the death animations, I think I might like this a little bit better. Look, they're dying in slow motion, man. Just for that added bit of lulz, I think. Obviously, some enemies are immune to this. Alright, we're getting into another status one. Obviously, we aren't going to be able to use it against him. But we can use it against the trash mobs. You can just hammer it out real quick. Not too bad. And an enemy is turn to stone. That's pretty much instant. It's pretty much easy, man. And you don't really have to spend anything. You can just spam it out really quick like that. Not really spending too many MP. Oh yeah, let's get into Void Ray. I'm told this one is really good. Well, it deals darkness damage. Like high darkness damage, I might add. Keep in mind that this guy resists dark. A lot of the enemies do in this game because a lot of them have light weaknesses. Keep in mind, he resisted Dark and went down pretty quickly from that. Yeah, you can just control it. You can just control where it goes, and it just vaporizes everything in your path. Yeah. You can just do that without really spending too much MP, man. Even if it costs like 50. Of course, by the time you get it, you'll probably have people classes. Alright, Petra Breath, let's get into some real trash. Nowhere near as good as Petra Ray. It's Petra Ray if Petra Ray was worse in every way. Yeah, don't use this. I know Petra Ray technically costs more, but you're spending... But for getting the effect to actually go off, you're spending way more. Just use Petra Ray. There's no reason to use Petra Breath. Alright, Acid Jet, there we go. Yeah, not bad. Shoots up the big art. Just spam it out real quick. But it also poisons enemies, which is pretty nice. I like that it poisons enemies and makes them toxic. Let's see how much damage it does. Obviously, this guy is resistant to poison. Actually, this guy resists poison, so he's not going to take too much damage from it. As you can see, it's doing a lot of damage. It's doing really quick damage, and yes, if this guy did not resist poison, it'd be doing quite a bit more, man. Obviously, against stuff that doesn't resist poison, it's pretty good. And see, even with that low damage, I was able to kill him with that. So that was pretty good. Alright, let's try Venom Mist now. Yeah, there's no reason to use this over Acid Jet. Yeah, it's just Acid Jet, but slower. Of course, anything that gets hit by that cloud will die instantly. Will die, man. It's just Acid Jet, but slow. Yeah, just use Acid Jet, man. This one's like 30, that one's 80. Acid Jet's way better. Circular Ripper! Alright now, we're getting into the yo-yo.
Come! Answer my call!
Yeah, take that.
Go! Go!
Yeah, just send out a yo-yo.
There! Go! There! Come! There! Answer my call! Come!
Yeah, let him rip it. Yeah, it does slashing damage.
Answer my call! There! Go!
Seems like it has a weird hitbox though.
There!
I mean, if the thing on the end is not hitting, you're not really hitting the enemies. Is that 60? Yeah, there's way better abilities, man. Alright, Flying Dagger. I mean, it's nice that lets you activate the daggers at the enemies. But how good is this against the boss, by the way? Let's check it out. Wow, it's actually really good. It's hitting bunches of times. You know, hitting a bunch of times. I can see why lots of people like this one. Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, yeah, let's get into this one. Let's check that out. That's the dagger effect. Nice dagger on that. Really high damage, too. Really good dagger on that. 40 MP, for 40 MP, that cast, quite nice, I like that. Really high damage. Deals a lot of damage. You can stagger enemies while they're hit by it, man. You can see you can stagger this guy. See, that's really good. I like that. That is God tier. I like that. Tornado Slicer. This is like the other abilities that are very similar. Wow, it's a bit slower than Acid Jet, to be honest. It's a bit slower than Acid Jet, but look, I was able to kill him, note that. A bit slower than Void Ray and Acid Jet. That's pretty good, I like it. That's not bad. How much is this? 40 a second? Eh, you can get Bodley Blast earlier though. You can get this and this earlier and you can only... And they're a little bit... Alright, let's check out Flamethrower, man. Oh, you can charge this one. How much is it doing a full charge though? Quite a bit of damage on that full charge, man. It's sort of like Gold Bullet if Gold Bullet were actually good. Like that. Also, you're gonna do more if you fully charge it. Wow, that's actually really good. Granted, it takes a bit charge. Alright, we're gonna get to one of my personal favorites, Chisel Barrage. This one is definitely God tier, man. I mean, look at that. Look at that damage, man. Look how fast we took him out with that. I mean, that is broken. Look, and it's even staggering the enemy. Look at that damage, man. Yeah, that's insane. That's God tier. Of course, you have to beat the Master Carpenter for it, and you may not always get it, man. So it's a really difficult shard to get. But look, it's really, really powerful now. I'd say that's a definite God tier one. Alright, let's try this one, Ruinous Brood. As you can see, it throws out blade boomerangs. You have to beat Belmont here for this one. And he, of course, may not always drop it. He also shows it off too, but I got big... My boomerangs are bigger. How good is this at mob clearing? A little bit better than Chisel Barrage, to be honest. I mean, look at that. It's just a big hitbox of blades. Yeah. Definitely good for mob clearing. I'd say Chisel Barrage is definitely way better for bosses, though. But for mob clearing, this is a pretty good option, man. Only 60 for this? Yeah. Pretty good doing! This is like Rigasurama.
Rigadoin!
If it threw out a fireball.
Rigadoin! Rigadoin!
Of course, if the fireball is going off and it hits the enemy,
Rigadoin!
they're gonna take continuous damage.
Rigadoin! Rigadoin!
Oh, yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'd say that's excellent.
Rigadoin! Rigadoin!
Now, so if the enemy touches the fire, they're gonna take damage. You like that? So it keeps the damaging hitbox on screen.
Rigadoin! Rigadoin!
I like that a lot.
Rigadoin! Rigadoin!
How much does this cost? Like 40? Yeah, for 40 MP, that's really good. Alright, we're gonna try the next one. This one is like take license from Aria of Sorrow and Dawn of Sorrow. More specifically, Dawn of Sorrow, where you just solve a puzzle. Hit multiple times, brings everything around you. It can hit through walls, by the way. It hits everything between It homes in on everything around you. I mean, look at this. Look at that. It just homes in on the enemies, man. How much is this? Like 50? Yeah, that's way better than Rigatoween. Alright, Zion, this is one that everybody says is really good.
Zion!
Fortunately, it's like Void Ray, except slow.
Zion!
Like, you know, light elements.
Zion!
Granted, it's light elements, but you can just do... So if I use... Look. 40 seconds of 40 MP per second. If you could just use Void Ray and do more than that in less time, man. At least you can spam it out real quick. At least you can spam it out quick against mobs. But there's better mob clearing options, though. I mean, it's good, but yeah, there's things that just do the same thing but faster. Alright, let's check out this one. Wait a minute. Whoops. My apologies. As you can see, the fireball explosion damages enemies over time. It's better to aim this at the enemy's Maybe better to aim this at the enemy's feet, man. Of course, a direct hit also causes quite a bit of damage. And obviously this is Dark Element too. How much does this cost per cast? 44? Yeah, just use Rigatoween if you really want to. Just use Rigatoween, man. Alright, let's check out this one. What's this one? Pod type pod? Oh, I like that it does a lot of damage real quick. Obviously, you have really close range to do it, though. But I was able to kill him with that. That's better than the previous one. And of course, you have to pick up the previous shard to actually get this one. The range on it is pretty short, though. Not really a big fan of that. I mean, it does a lot of damage up close. It's pretty good at close range, but look, you could just use this to clear mobs really quickly. This one's for close range. I prefer Tep Osius. And of course, Chisel Barrage. Really, just use Tornado Slasher, Bully Blast, Vent Acid Jet, or Heretical Grinder, man. Or even Chaser Arrow, man. Those are way better, man. Good Fireball. How much does this cost? Like 32 per cast? Oh wow, that is really high damage. Fireballs stay on screen for quite a while. Wow, that did really amazingly against mobs. Imagine if we hit the guy up close when first going with this, it's gonna do a lot of damage. Oh, only 44 per cast, but you have to go to the 8-bit Nightmare to get this. And you get it from the 8-bit Skulls. But yeah, that damage though. And the fact that you can hit multiple times, and if you're close enough, you can just make enemies melt. You can just melt bosses with this, man. I mean, look at that damage, man. What's not to love about that? For 44 per cast, that's even less than this. Of course, keep in mind, Tepsorcius also hits through walls. Yeah, so does Ruinous Brood. I'd say that one's pretty god tier, though. Burst Speed. Yeah. That one's really good. This one's good. That one's pretty good, I like that. It's okay. Except that it could be better. Fizzle Barrage and Ruinous Brood are really good. Flamethrower... yeah, pretty good. I like it. Tornado Slicer is like Acid Jet. Of course, Acid Jet is a lot faster. In fact, although Acid Jet's more expensive, though, too. Holy Blast is pretty god tier, I would say that. Flying Dagger is also really good, too. It's a little slow to start up. I imagine faster enemies would beat you pretty quickly, but if you spam it out quick enough, it should be good. Circular Ripper, yeah, I wasn't a fan of that one, not a fan of that. Acid Jet, though, good. Petra Breath is trash. Void Ray was surprisingly really good despite being Darkness Element. Method G, I mean, it's funny, but why not just eliminate the enemies with a weapon attack? Petra Ray is surprisingly really good. Of course, I think Directed Shield is the best. Aqua Stream is about on the same level as Acid Jet. I do like Plume Pharma for the beams. Well, at least the cost for it is pretty low. Anyway, that's it for right now. And I thank you for watching, and next time, I guess we'll raid all the blue shards, I guess. Because why not? Wow, we really can't upgrade Sandstone? I'll see you later, guys. Remember to play games and have fun, okay? Bye-bye.